We have spoken to the young people and to those who have attended the prior services, which are always more sparsely attended. This is the night that everyone comes. And it is no wonder. There is a beauty, there is a glory, there is a wonder to the services which we celebrate tonight. But we have spoken of the journey that we have traveled from the upper room on Holy Thursday morning to the Garden of Gethsemane, to the judgment seat, and to the place of the skull for the 12 Gospel service Thursday night. Friday morning we stand before the cross in wonder, in fear, and in terror at the awe of God crucified for our sake. This afternoon we see the Lord descend from the cross, and we make his burial procession, carrying the Epitaphios from the altar and out to the tomb. And tonight we have another procession. But where do we go to? If the Lord is already buried, where do we carry his tomb? And this is the wonder of tonight. This is the glory. This is why the church is brightly lit. This is why we carry candles lit not with purple, the color of mourning, but with red, the color of victory. This is why the priest is yelling with joy, not speaking softly in mourning and sorrow. For tonight, we participate in a miracle. We leave a church which represents the tomb of Christ, and we walk around the church, and when we return, when we enter in, we enter there, and the church becomes an icon, a living representation, with us filling it as living representations of those filling that place. Tonight, the church becomes Hades. Today we worship God in hell. But today, God enters hell, and the place of the damned has become a temple of the Most High God. Today, we celebrate victory. Today, we hail Christ who conquers death. Today, we reach up our hands and lift up our hearts and receive salvation. Today is fulfilled the miracle prophesied by Ezekiel, full 400 years before the Lord's coming, of the valley full of dead men's bones. And at the voice of the Lord, the bones came together, and flesh was restored to them, and breath was breathed into them, and they lived. Today, we behold God on earth. The world becomes the footstool of his feet, and hell becomes his dwelling place, and God rules over death, over the grave, over Satan, over evil, over all our enemies. Today, we rejoice, and the only thing preventing our joy from being full is the sight of Christ come from the tomb as a bridegroom, united with us, with the church, his bride, newly won from the very jaws of death. Today, we celebrate. And the only reason that this feast is not the greatest feast of the church year is that the Lord will rise from the dead with healing in his wings, with joy on the faces of all of us who see him. Today, our salvation is accomplished. We wait now only to see it fulfilled. I pray that you all come tomorrow as we continue in Hades, as we welcome the Lord standing atop the broken gates of Hades, holding the cross aloft as the victor, with the Daphnophila, with the bay leaves, at once the symbol of victory in the Olympic Games and the symbol of imperium, of conquest, of authority to a Roman emperor and to the generals of the past. Today, Christ unites them both, and tomorrow we greet him. The Vesperal liturgy begins at 9 o'clock in the morning. If you wish to wait until the Anastasy in the evening, we begin the service at 11 o'clock at night. To all of you, we say Kali Anastasy. Theos Mazisos. May the hope, may the joy, may the awe and the wonder of this night give you peace, give you hope. Fill your hearts with love as you embrace your families tonight, tomorrow, and over the rest of our lives. Theos Mazimas. God is with us. Christos en meso imon. Christ is in our midst. Kali Anastasy. A blessed resurrection to you all. Now please stand, and we will accomplish the dismissal.